Football Friday tomorrow night. There are plenty of big games, but here's a real big one. Liberty Center against Patrick Henry. In the latest State Division 5 rankings, Liberty Center is number 1, Patrick Henry number 3.
You know, Patrick Henry is our cross-county rivals, and it's hard to keep it just normal. I mean, all the kids are pumped up. I know Patrick Henry's pumped up, and the community's behind us as theirs is, and it's just a matter of trying to stay as focused as we can and, you know, try to get this game in the bag.
Toughest game we've had, obviously, in the last 3 years, and they're ranked number 1 in the state, as they should be. They're the overwhelming, unanimous pick in our league to win it all. They've got all the tools again this year, so it's really, to be honest with you, I feel a David versus Goliath, and we're just going to show up and do the best we can.
Speaking of...
This is a tape-delayed broadcast of Napoleon Community Television, NCTV5, the station that carries the best in local high school athletic competition. And Jim, this just ain't the best local game in town, baby. This is the premier game in the whole state of Ohio. Pitted against each other are the defending state champions, the Liberty Center Tigers, who are ranked number 1 in the state this year. They tangle with their Henry County friends to the south, the number 3 ranked team in the state, the Hamler Patrick Henry Patriots. We are set up here in the crowded and very boisterous Liberty Center stands amid the wide open spaces at the corner of County Road 7 and State Route 18 at Big Red Stadium. And Jim, more than just the state rankings, there is a lot at stake here tonight. In fact, if you think about it, the whole season may ride on the outcome of this.
Oh, that's absolutely correct, Spike. These two teams in the last 2 meetings have scored a total of over 140 points. So they have high-powered offenses. They both have dreams of not only winning the league, but going on to state competition, where Liberty Center put away all the hardware last year in Division 5. And these Tigers in 98 are here to prove that they belong, that they're not going to let down, that this bar has been raised, and they're going to put some more hardware in the trophy case. Beautiful night for football here. The field looks in absolutely perfect condition. It's maybe just a tad warm. There's no real serious injuries that I'm aware of for the Tigers, and I just look for a wonderful contest here. Both teams undefeated. This is, as you said, the game in Ohio. Not just Northwestern Ohio, but in Ohio, where you have teams ranked at this level and with this much at stake. There's a great history in this rivalry here, and these two teams get it on. And this tonight won't be any different. There's some different faces and different positions. Both teams have had to reload to a point, but basically we're looking for a knockdown, drag out, a lot of fireworks, get it done offense. Last year when the Tigers had Patrick Henry over in Tiger Stadium for the regular season game, the Tigers had a big advantage at halftime and then changed their game plan due to a couple minor injuries, and thereby let the Patrick Henry Patriots up, and doggone if they didn't squeeze one out over the Tigers. But then we know what the history proved out, that the Tiger team rolled victorious in that delay game at Findlay that was. So I just look for a great game. I'm excited. The fans are excited. It's a great crowd. It's a great night. And this is high school football at its best.
Yeah. Well, you said a mouthful there, Jim. So right you are. One thing to mention, a few years ago over here, Liberty Center was dumped 22-20 in a rainstorm. And, of course, everybody from Liberty, you know, lamented the fact that it was rainy and wet. Well, we've got ideal conditions tonight. No rain in sight till at least midnight, so I think the football teams can go at each other, and we'll see who the best one on the field is. One thing, you know, we've heard a lot about Patrick Henry's 26-game regular season winning streak, but Jim, the fact of the matter is they've only won 3 in a row. That's all. They've only won 3 games in a row. What's happened in years past really happened in years past and has no bearing on what happens now.
That's right.
All right. And the Tigers finally make it onto the field. It's 7:30 in game time, and Tigers with not much time to warm up. Perhaps that was a planned arrival here. Our sponsors for tonight, our seasonal sponsors, Dave Perry of Dave's Auto Service, Pizzanello's Pizza, operated by Craig and Sherry Myers, Dave's Running Shop, sports shop there in Delta, Rick Speece of Speece Trailer Court, KK Collision, operated by Kyle Kern in Liberty Center, Davis Farm Services of Liberty Center and the surrounding area, Swanton Welding, Pilliards in Swanton, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, the First National Bank in Liberty Center, the Henry County Bank, L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating in Napoleon, Holgate Metal Fab located in Napoleon, operated by Jeff Spangler, Clapp and Haney Tools in White House, operated by the Carpenter Brothers, Terry and Mary Lou Bowers, and Skip Miller of Miller Trucking in Napoleon. Our sponsors for the game tonight, Bruce and Karen Flory for their son Brian Flory, Rick and Rhonda Miller for their son Jesse Miller, Rex and Kay Lindgren for their son Blake, Tom and Cindy Overmeyer wish their son Scott good luck tonight, Bob and Julie Shaddy for their son Rob, Mike and Linda Simbola for their son Brad, and Dave and Deb Silvis for their son Brett. Can you get those for me, Miss Langenhop? That's what I mean about passing it back and forth.
Well, my fault.
No, no, don't even worry about it. It's just. All right, getting set here for the kickoff, Jim. Tigers will receive back deep. Ryan Miller and Seth Atkinson. Up on the front, Sattler, Flory, Furco, Weshy, and the end on that side, I believe, is, well, we're not sure. Here's a short kick taken up front. Silvis with the ball, takes a cut to the left, gets to in the middle of the field, and the ball will be placed down. It'll be a Tiger first down across the 30 on about the 33-yard line. Well, Jim, coming out here tonight, boy, this is a big one, of course. Liberty Center. Jim, do you think we're going to come out here and play it close, or are we going to try to open it up right away?
I think they'll get the first couple hits in, just pretty standard stuff, Spike.
Okay, Atkinson in that wing right. Zeiter out front, leading McClure. McClure tries to cut back across the game. Grain, good pursuit by the Patriots. McClure goes up for about a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up second down and 8.
Might mention that the Patriots won the toss and elected to defer. And the Tigers said, we'll take the ball. So that's why the kickoff to the Tigers, and Silvis handled the ball carefully and well, and Tigers second and 8 on the 35-yard line.
All right, let's go out, too.
Now with Smith split out to the right, to the right. Now Atkinson in the slot in motion. Here's the pitch coming the other way to Zeiter around the left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up 2 more. Jim, that's going to bring up third down and 6. Well, we've got our hands full, Jim.
Oh, yeah, you know, good tackle on Zeiter there. Big Red took a gang tackle to bring him down, but that's the thing that the only way going to stop Ryan Zeiter, because he's a hard guy to tackle.
Well, they're coming after us. They're not going to sit back on their heels. They're going to use the same type of attacking defense that we used against them last year in the playoffs. Atkinson in the slot right, in motion. They give up the middle, and that's going to be short. It's across the 40-yard line, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. A 4th down and a long 3. Tigers with the ball, with the wind in their face, I might add. Jim, it's 4-down territory for Rex Lindgren. Anytime you're within 85 yards of the goal line, Tigers are in punt formation, but who knows? Back is Ryan Miller. He takes the snap, gets off a high, wobbly punt, falling short, gets a little bit of liberty roll, crosses the 30 down to the 29 where it's downed. And looking at that, Jim, with the wind in your face, I guess that's not bad considering the Tigers didn't get a first down. PH has the ball on their own 29.
Oh, yeah, I think you want to get the butterflies out. You want to get everybody a few hits, attempting to block and move that ball a little bit. And running game, pretty well stuffed, but it was nothing fancy. Just pretty much give it to your fullback and see what he can do with it. So 1st and 10 Patriots on their own 29-yard line. They bring it up to the line of scrimmage.
Patriots with Geldy split out wide to the right, tight end Krieger on the left. Here's the give up the middle. Maybe a yard on the play. The interior of the Tiger defensive line was there. Lindgren, the nose tackle. We have Scott Sharp and Box, the tackles. Defensive ends are M. Stutz, and Chris Van Gunten. Now the give up inside. He plows ahead for a few, not much. Box and Sattler both in on the tackle, along with Brian Wesche. That will bring up a 3rd down and about 7.
So far, Spike, we've got these lines kind of feeling each other out, and don't you just love it? In the middle there, they're banging hard and sort of trying to find out how it's going to be in there, but good discipline on both teams.
Patriots probably will look to air it out. That's 65% of their attack. Back to throw, looking. Smith fires out on the sideline. And Brian Wesche leveled Ryan Smith. Just got the pass off out into the right flats, incomplete. And with 8:33 to go, the Patrick Henry Patriots will be looking at a 4th and 7 on a probable punting situation.
Boy, he got to the quarterback in a big way, and quarterback's kind of shaking himself a little bit. I think a few more hits like that, and he's gonna be just a little gun shy about standing back there very long, Spike.
With the wind at their back, look for a pretty good punt here by the Patriots.
Go, Aki! Get in there, baby, get in there.
Atkinson, the lone deep back for the Tigers. Here's a high end-over-end kick. That's going to go out of bounds. Actually, didn't really get a real good punt off, Jim. He got the height, but he sent it, kind of shanked it out of bounds. Tigers, good field position.
Yeah, that's probably by design, Spike. I know he'd wanted more distance on that, but they respect Seth Atkinson and his ability to turn it and oftentimes break it for the big one, that he didn't want any part of him. So he angled for the sidelines, but he run her out of bounds. Probably could have gotten another 10 yards out of that punt easily. Okay, Tigers with their second possession coming up right now.
Liberty with the traditional 2 tight ends, Atkinson in the slot right. Here is the give up the middle to Zeider on a quick hitter.
Nice yards.
Zeider.
7 yards.
Ball spotted across the 40-yard line at the 42. It'll be about a 5-yard gain for Ryan Zeider. The Tigers do that a lot, Jim, in the early going of a lot of their games. They pound the middle, they pound it inside to set up everything on the outside later on. Yeah. Atkinson still in the slot on the right side. Zeider and McClure in the backfield. Shaddy with the deep pitch to Zeider. He bellies it out around the outside. It's across up near the 50-yard line, and it's close to first down yardage. The initial signal is that Zeider gains 6. And it will be a Tiger first down on the Patriot 49-yard line. Jim, the Liberty Center Tigers have done really well this year on sealing that outside on the wide open end, the end sweeps. And there again, Tigers came through with a big 6.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Spike. Got excellent offensive and defensive line play by this Tiger 98 team.
Tigers sticking with that wing right with Atkinson. And now motion in the backfield. I'm sure that will go against Liberty Center.
That's another thing that the Tigers so far in this 98 campaign have had very few mental errors or breakdown in their own discipline. And that's pretty remarkable because they have a lot of substitutes coming in and out to spell the first teamers. And it's just excellent that they can know their assignments and know what they're doing and thereby not commit to mental mistakes, because 1st and 15 is a lot more difficult to overcome than a nice 1st and 10. But here they go.
Ball resting at the 43-yard line. Here's the good to McClure. McClure dives forward, tripped up. Gain of about 4 on the play. That'll bring it up across the 45. Up to the 46. The Patriots doing a good job there, creating a pile and causing the trip of McClure. Tigers now facing a 2nd and 12. 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. Jim, the Tigers really haven't shown anything wide yet. They've yet to throw the football. We may see our first pass here. We got Smith split out wide to the right. And at this point, he's going to have single coverage. Here's Atkinson in motion right. Shaddy dropping back, throws. Atkinson was open over here down the right sideline on a flag pattern.
Yep. Big pressure on the quarterback, Shaddy. 2 Patrick Henry defensive guys was just coming like gangbusters there and put a hit on Shaddy. But you're right, Seth Atkinson was open, and if Rob could have had just another fraction of a second, he could have set and delivered a better pass.
Well, you'll see that a lot with Smith going deep and that creating some open spaces behind him. And with the young quarterback, you can expect to see PH trying to put pressure on him all night. Shaddy drops back, he throws, it's a long lob, just out of the reach of Seth Atkinson. Seth had a man beat deep, just out of the reach. Jim, those kind you can't just pinpoint where the ball's going to go. You have to just set it out there and let it fly. And Atkinson just not quite there.
Yeah, outside of the fact that it wasn't completed, you like that pass because, he put it where only his receiver could catch it. And rather than just throwing it up for grabs, he just put it out there and let Seth reach for it.
Hit someone!
Back to punt, Ryan Miller.
Oh,
nice punt into the wind. Fair catch called for back at the 20-yard line. So, Jim, actually the Tigers not setting too bad. They've had to punt twice into the wind, but PH has yet to establish anything, and they're deep in their own territory. 5:59 to go here in the first quarter, no score.
As you talk about a couple of good teams like we're watching now, turnovers can be very big. Fumbles, interceptions, just miscues in general. So it's just very important that they hang on the ball, and they know that. It's just sort of a feeling out process. So here's Patrick Henry now starting from deep in their own territory.
Rolling out, throwing to the sideline. It's caught. He breaks a tackle and now chased down along the sideline. Tackle made by number 65, Statler. Smith rolled out to his left. And the Patriots with a big play. They move the ball up over midfield and down inside the Tiger 45-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. Patriots with 2 wideouts. Krieger, the tight end, on the right side. Here's a quick snap, draw play to Westhoven. Westhoven rambles forward for about 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Jim, we're in for a shootout here. This game will not be easy. Patriots defense really in on top of Tigers, holding them in, and now the offense with a big play.
It's true, and I saw some pretty fancy ball handling there by Patriot quarterback. He showed the ball around and just good fancy ball handling.
Now the tight end over on the left side. 2 wideouts. Hoops and Westhoven in the backfield. Westhoven diving forward, gain of about another yard. That will bring up a 3rd down and 7 just outside the 40-yard line of Liberty Center. 4:54, clock running. Well, Jim, with the wind in Liberty's face here, pretty important the Tigers stop them right here and force a punt. With the wind at their back, Liberty Center doesn't want to get pinned in any deeper than they just have to. Patriots sticking with those 2 wideouts. Now here's the option play, the pitch to Westoven. Shoved out of bounds, and it's going to be close on the mark. Seth Atkinson there got him pinned to the sideline. Westoven danced down there, and they're going to rule it was a 1st down. He stayed in bounds. Something new there as Patrick Henry comes out with the option play.
You know, it's imperative that the Tigers shut down this running attack by the Patriots, because 65% of their plays, they go over the top with the pass. So we got to stop that running game, and now they've got a wide split out.
Drops back to throw. Smith looking, throwing it downfield, guarded closely by Atkinson. Number 85, Krieger, the tight end. Jim, that was good. That was a tight end coming out of the back for coming off the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers picked it up. A lot of times you concentrate on the outside people, and they can fool you.
They did. They had 3 receivers out, and the quarterback had time to let them basically run their patterns before he had to trigger that pass. 2nd and 10.
Kirkendall over here in the slot on the left side. Krieger, the tight end, on the left. Smith back to throw. He throws a long lob deep and overthrown. And again, good single coverage. Ryan Miller right there on top of it all. Ball overthrown.
Well, Ryan Miller was so there, as almost as if he knew the pattern, because Patrick Henry, receiver, tried to kind of nuzzle him out of the way, but perfect position there by the Tiger defensive back. Nice job.
Well, now Patrick Henry with a 3rd down and 10 at Liberty Center's 33-yard line. Possibly here, 4-down territory. Here's the option pitch now to, and stopped. Ryan Zeider slowed him up, and tackle made up there by a host of Tigers.
Oh, it looked like a gap there, Spike. Looked like there wasn't anybody over there from our vantage point, but that closed quickly. They know who has that responsibility and fought the blocks off and got there and plugged that up. So now it's about 4th and 7, ball on the Tiger 30-yard line.
Well, obviously a big play. Kirkendall split out wide to the left. And Geldy split wide to the right. He rolls to the left looking. He throws to the sideline and out of bounds. Pass was there, Jim, but he let him a little bit too far, and I don't believe it would have counted had he hung on. He was there at the stake where he belonged, but he was out of bounds. So that will turn the ball over to Liberty Center. They'll take over on their own 30-yard line with 3:29 left here in the 1st quarter.
We've seen that Tiger defense during the Evergreen game give a little bit, but then stiffen up when they needed to. And this was a critical period in the 1st quarter where they hold, and they did. Tigers ball.
Atkinson in the wing right. 2 tight ends set, Huff and Miller. Yes, Smith. Give up inside to Atkinson, coming back. Gain of about 4 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Jim, on defense, the Tigers haven't really been able to put a lot of pressure yet on Smith, the quarterback, and with that kind of time, he had a lot of time there, but just overthrew his mark. Once again, great Tiger coverage in the backfield.
Right.
Now 2nd down and 6, the ball on their own 34-yard line. Here's the give to McClure off the left side, breaks the tackle, cuts to the left. Now up near the 45-yard line, Mike McClure. Following the block on that line of Huff and Spangler. Finds a nice seam, cuts back across, and it is a gain of about 13 yards on the play, up to their own 46-yard line. Now Atkinson in the slot on the left. Shaddy on a keeper, drops back, throws it deep downfield. Smith can't quite get there. Tiger fans hollering for some contact there.
Contact, he put his arm on him and pushed him. I don't know, Spike. I think TV5 is going to get fired up that there was no call. If you get a look at that, there had to be a guy's hand in the middle of the defender's back. No good.
Do it again, Line. You can do it.
Should have been a penalty against the Patriots.
Well, you know, sometimes some of the most obvious calls up here in the stands cannot be detected on the field. Now they give to McClure, cuts it back up inside on the left. He breaks a tackle, gets across midfield, down to the 47-yard line, but there is a flag on the play, and indications might be that that will be a hold against Liberty Center.
How convenient.
Well, you got to love Mike McClure at this point in the ball game. I mean, they give him the ball and they give him just a little crack, and he's darting through there with reckless abandon, just doing anything he can to advance that pigskin. And he had a nice gainer there, but referees are marching the Tigers backwards, and it's a big one. Going to be second down and just about 20.
Did we get the call? Was that a hold, Jim?
I didn't see it, Spike.
Tigers now staying with two tights. Atkinson the wing on the left side. Shaddy back to throw, protected, and smoked in the backfield. Tried to duck under the pressure. But Krieger leaping in there, tears him down, and now the Tigers really in a hole. Clock running at 1:50 to go. The wind still in their face. And now Liberty Center with a third and about 33. Jim, one thing I don't think Liberty Center expected is ferocity, the ferociousness of this Patrick Henry defense. Atkinson now in motion left. Tigers with the long yardage to go. Here's the quick pitch out there to Atkinson. Atkinson with a move down the sideline. He'll get back about 5 yards on the play, but the Tigers, pinned deep, will probably have to look to punt here.
Yeah. Some of that defensive charge by the Patriots is blitzing linebackers, and they're just, in the case of that last one that came over the top of the quarterback, they just didn't pick him up. That's things that coaches have got to see up on top and kind of relay down to the sideline just what the plan is.
Miller back for his third punt. Oh, nice end over end spiral. Taken at the 30-yard line, makes a cut, and finally brought down by Seth Atkinson, Todd Spangler, and Amstutz. Good coverage by Liberty Center. Return of only 2 yards on the play. Patriots will set up on their own 33-yard line with 37 seconds to go in the first half. First quarter.
I know the Tiger coaches are just working furiously to figure out a way to stop that defensive charge because they were really pouring through on young quarterback Rob Shaddy.
Yep, Liberty's going to have to figure out a way to put a little more pressure on Smith. Smith, an accomplished quarterback, leading statistical man in all of Northwest Ohio, completing over 73% of his passes. An outstanding job, to say the least. That give was inside, maybe a yard gain, not much. We'll call it second down and 9 for Patriots. Miller, Atkinson, Zeiter, and Smith, the defensive backs. Smith dropping back to throw. He's going long and overthrown. Again, great coverage this time from Ryan Zeiter on the post pattern.
Pretty nice pressure by the defensive line of the Tigers, too. quarterback would have liked to have had just a little more time, but you know, for having completed 70% of his passes up to this time, he's nowhere near that at this point. So it's quite a spirited contest here, Spike. Penalties have hurt the Tigers. When they had a little offensive going, then their next possession found himself going backwards. That's not good, but they've got to find a way to keep those red shirts off the Tiger quarterback when he goes back to pass.
Here we go. It's third down and a short 10 for Patrick Henry at their own 33. Now the wind is in their face. Tigers need a stop here. Smith back to throw, has to lob it out there into the backfield. Krieger catches it. Oh, breaks a tackle down the sideline. We're going to wait for a spot, but that will be very close to a Patrick Henry first down. It appeared Krieger was hemmed in, but he slipped out, got down the sideline, and that'll be a gain of about 12. It will be a Patriot first down. Jim Krieger, long and lanky, didn't appear to have that kind of speed, but he was able to get outside.
Yeah, that was definitely a swing pass right at the line of scrimmage, but he made something pretty big out of it. Move the sticks for the Big Red.
Patriots with the ball on their own 45. Back to throw. Here's a little screen pass outside to Westoven. Westy on the pursuit, and with help from number 24, Ryan Miller. Also over there, Van Gunten and Sharp. Gain of about 2 on the play. Good pursuit by the Tiger defense there as the Patriots tried to get Westoven open outside. Jim, I think the Patriots have done an awfully good job of spreading our defense. And with a couple of big pass plays, they've been able to maintain a fair amount of ball control here. Now the draw play to Westoven, tripped up by Blake Lindgren. Big play by Lindgren, hold him to a yard gain. Jim, that was scary.
I think that was an audible, too. Quarterback looking left and looking right and barking fresh instructions out there. They saw the Tigers kind of split pretty wide to cover those receivers. And looked like they wanted to go up the middle, and if Blake wouldn't have got a paw out there, that might have gone for some real yards. That is scary.
Well, you don't have to knock him down, you just got to tip him over. Excellent play by Lindgren to keep his head about him. Third down and 6 at the 48. Back to throw, there's pressure. He gets it off. It's intercepted by Ryan Zider. He's down the right sideline, breaks a tackle across the green. He breaks through, finally hit, and he's brought down at the Patrick Henry 25-yard line. Jim, that's what you were talking about a while ago. Liberty Center needs to look to make the big play on defense to stop this big play offense of the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, and then nice pressure there. Nice pressure poured in by the Tiger defense. And, again, he had to look to some pretty big players and decided, yep, I'm going to throw it. And he let her go, and Ryan Zider in good position back there snagged that one, and good run back. So big momentum change there. Ball on the 25-yard line, and Tigers fired up. So we got to have something here, Spike.
That was only his second interception of the year. Tigers now put Atkinson in motion to the left. Here's a give to McClure. He breaks a tackle. He spins forward. He darts outside. It's a foot race. It's a Tiger touchdown. Mike McClure from 25 yards away. That was a give to McClure off the left side behind Weshy. He cut back up inside, then turned it outside across the green, and it was a foot race. And when Mike McClure is in a foot race with anybody, except maybe God himself, you know who's going to win that one. It's a Tiger touchdown at the 10-minute and 12-second mark here in the second quarter.
Tiger defense coming up big on that. Ryan Zider for the pick. Got him down there in good position. The Tiger offensive line had a little break on the sideline. They came out and gave a nice little bit of space there for McClure. McClure wings are in, and now the Tigers are up 7-0 after that extra point. No good? No good on the extra point. 6-0, Tigers.
The point after touchdown kick was strong, but direction never was quite right. It looked like maybe he got it on a seam. And nevertheless, the Tigers with the first big play of the game, and they turn it into a quick 6. And Jim, for the north end of Henry County. I hope that quick six is a deep six for them Big Red Patriots. From Hamler, Patrick Henry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it takes a complete team. You can have offense, you can have the quarterback, you can have the receiver, but you got to have an offense and a defense, and you got to keep the other team from scoring. And when it looked like Patrick Henry began to move the ball and sort of have their way, spreading the Tigers out and just kind of going up and down the field a little bit, we got an interception. That defense figured out good pressure. Quarterback was hurried back there, and something maybe he's not used to so far this year, but Tigers capitalize on it, hang up a score, and so 6-0 at the 10-12 point in the first half.
Kicking off, Spangler gets the end over end kick. That'll come down at about the 30-yard line. Takes a nice bounce. He fumbles it. Now scoops it up. Tries to cut up inside. Brought down by
60.
Get the number on there. Number 60 is that Ryan Strayer, a backup linebacker for the Tigers and one of the leaders on the special teams.
Special teams doing well. Need to do well in a big game.
And again, the Tigers hold the Patriots in or outside the 30-yard line. I think that's one goal always to look for. Keep the team outside the 30, and you're setting good. Patriots with White out, split to either side. Krieger, the tight end, on the right. Now looks to throw, and he's sacked! No, that was Brian Wesche, number 72, came busting in there. Jim, I'll tell you what, the way he was in there that quick, he must have been almost untouched, or he pancaked somebody pretty bad.
Oh, man, he's standing there like a man among men, and a few more hits like that, and the PH quarterback's going to feel a little bit weaker when he goes back to pass. That's the best defense for a good pass and attack is pressure, pressure.
Come on, baby, do it again. Heads up.
Lining up in the same formation, back to throw, pass to the other side. It's caught over there and pulled down after a short gain, maybe about 4 yards on the play. Well, actually, after the loss the play before, gain was about 9 yards. That will bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Patrick Henry. Catch was made out there by number 7, Eric Kraus. Split wide to this side is Kirkendall. Kraus split wide on the other. Now, the option play, quarterback keeper brings it upfield. He'll be short of a 1st down. Good job by the Tigers. Tackle made by the interior of the line. In there, Schwab.
4th and 2, a kick appears imminent.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you what, Patrick Henry, a very innovative team of their own, maybe not in the realm of the Tigers, but you never know what these guys might do. Very offensive-minded program, and so you can't take anything for granted. Back in punt formation, number 2, Kirkendall, or the punter. Atkinson back deep for the Tigers. And here's the punt. It's short. Atkinson picks it up on a bounce down the right sideline. He breaks a tackle, he breaks another one, and slips and falls. Seth Atkinson getting ready to cut across the grain back to the middle, had one man to beat, but a nice return nevertheless for Atkinson. A return of about 11-21, a 25-yard return for Atkinson.
Oh yeah, he's got the ball on the big red 45-yard line, and it appeared as though there was no place to go, and he saw a little streak there, and away he goes. And if he wouldn't have slipped, Spike, he could have been running yet.
Well, now they rule Jimmy stepped out of bounds, so the slip, I guess. Yep, it's all academic now. Tigers with the ball on their own 46-yard line. Good field position. Atkinson now in motion to the left. Here's the give up inside to Zeider. Zeider powers his way across the 50-yard line down to the 49. It'll be a 5-yard gain. A little bit of a mix-up there in the backfield, a slight collision. But the Tigers kept their feet, kept their wits, and turned it into a 5-yard gain.
Tigers need to have no mistakes mentally, no penalties, just move the sticks a little bit, just keep moving the sticks. I think the Tigers prefer to run if they can get it that way, but if a team pinches in on them too tight, Shaddy can go over the top with the likes of Jesse Smith and other top receivers.
Now Atkinson in motion again to the left from his wing position. Here's the give to Atkinson. He dives forward over the top of Zeider, actually using Zeider as more of a catapult, and he bounces forward for about 7, and that'll be a Tiger first down. Try to set the offense here. We've got Spangler at left tackle, Amstutz at left guard, number 65, Sattler, the center, Weshy, the guard on the right side, and Moeller, the tackle on the right. Smith, Huff, the tight end on the left, Smith, tight end on the right. Now Atkinson in motion, going out wide right. Here's a quick hitter to McClure. He breaks 2 tackles, fumbles the ball, but it's, no, wait a minute, now maybe it's Patrick Henry. For a minute there, the Tigers appeared to have fallen the ball, but it bounced loose again, and the Patriots dodge a big, big bullet. The Tigers were rolling, and the Patriots will get the ball back on their own 27-yard line.
Shake it off, Mike. You can do it.
Appeared as though when McClure let that ball go, it took a bounce, and Weshy jumps in there to recover it, but he couldn't hold on to it, and Big Red comes up with it. So, boy, that saved him because the Tigers were marching. They were moving the sticks.
Now the give up inside to Tyke Hoops, gain of about 2 on the play. Well, Jim, that's why the football's shaped like it is. It's hard to hang on to that thing once it gets to bouncing around and off the end, and definitely it's like a greased pig once it's loose on the ground. And they caught McClure as he was trying to make a cut, and that time they just took a swipe at the ball and out it came. So now with 6:13 here in the first half, Patrick Henry has the ball, the 2nd and 8 on their own 30. Back to throw, good pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Number 66, Amstutz in there from his defensive end position on the right side. Liberty Center's defense tonight, not with the all-out blitz, but sending a different man on almost every play from a different spot, trying to confuse the Patriots, trying to contain at the same time, but yet sending a different man on every play. And that time Amstutz came untouched, and kaboom.
Yeah, that's no doubt about it, Spike. They're coming up with a rushing scheme that's a little different than the Patriots have seen. Remember, deep into the first quarter, the Patriots were moving the sticks. They kind of had the Tigers on their heels just a little bit, but Tigers have answered in a big way defensively and made some key plays. So Patriots deep in their own territory now, and with a 3rd and 14.
Well, after the timeout, Jim, actually a good timeout for the Liberty Center Tigers as they hope to get the ball back. I look for them to try to go downfield with it to get the first down. Pressure in the backfield. He's in trouble. He tries to spin up, but he's brought down, and the Tigers do the job again on defense. Another loss, another big play by the Tigers.
Well, that's key, too, because after a timeout, the Patriots had a while to figure out a play that they thought they could buy their quarterback a little time. Wasn't there. The Tiger rush, good quickness on the charge there, and they nailed him. 4th down and 18, deep into their own territory, and they're going to have to give it up by a punt with just about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. The Tigers will have another crack at it.
Here's the punt down the left sideline and bouncing out of bounds right near midfield where the Tigers will take over. And thanks for the benevolent timeout called by the Patriots on 3rd down. The Tigers with plenty of time to punch a score in.
You know, that's a real good ball game for you. Late in the first quarter, the Patriots offense seemed to have the answers, and they were moving and just moving the sticks, and had the Tigers kind of wondering, well, how do we stop this? Well, they found a way to stop it. They didn't give up any points, and then the Tiger defense come up big and and as a result of a turnover, was able to rush for a touchdown in. Tigers at midfield.
Here's the give to Zeider, quick off the right side. He's popped. Forward gain there of about 4 on the play. The Tigers doing an awfully good job this year, Jim, of positive yardage. Very few negatives. Maybe one of the very first ones tonight was the sack of Shaddy in the first quarter. Tigers looking at a 2nd down and 7. You know, that really makes a big difference by the time you get to 3rd down. Are you looking at 3rd and 9 or 10, or are you looking at 3rd and 3 and 4? And that just gives your offense so many more things to do.
Yep, absolutely.
Atkinson in the wing on the right side to the short side of the field. Now comes in motion to the left. 2 tight ends. Here's the deep pitch to Atkinson. Following a block, breaks 3 tackles, finally tripped up. Tyke Hoops tripped him up at the 40-yard line. Jim, he was off to the races. Now we've got a flag. It was a late flag. No, now they're going to wave it off. They're going to pick it up. And a 1st down run of about 9 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a nice run. Good execution there. They got some blocking for him, but he did a lot on his own there, especially to finish that run, thereby moving the stick. So with a little over 3.5 minutes to go in the first half, Tigers with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, following a block there on the left side of Spangler and Amstutz. Now the quick hitter to Zeider. He cuts back across. He breaks the tackle, bars his way down. Another 15-yard gain down near the Patrick Henry 20-yard line. Jim, it may be a little early to establish the Tigers' strength up front, but the blocking techniques really going to work now. The Liberty Center offensive line starting to take control in the trenches.
They are indeed, and of course that's a Rex Lindgren team. He'd rather have it on the ground if he could get it, even though he has all kinds of weapons, but Tigers just moving the sticks.
Come on, baby.
Shaddy under center. Here's the inside reverse to Atkinson. Breaks up inside. Now cuts it up, breaks outside. He's down to the 2-yard line. A great run, a great call by the Tiger Mentors, all the way down to the 2-yard line. A 18-yard gain for Liberty.
You know, last week that play was a little bit rough. They were bumping into each other, and just seems like they got to get it right. They got to get it right. Well, they got it right on that play. I mean, Patrick Henry was there, but Tigers just moved that ball right through there. Nice run there by Seth Atkinson.
19-yard gain down to the 1 where it's 1st and goal. Tigers now with a full house backfield. 2 tight ends. Shaddy under center. Here's the dive to Zeider, and he is in! It's 6 more points! 6 more Tiger points! They lead it 12-0 with 2:33 to go here in the first half. And the Tigers call a timeout.
Probably want to get that extra point back that they didn't make the first time around, so likely they'll try for 2, Spike. But hey, Tigers very much in control here now.
Yeah, the big play potential of Liberty Center finally starting to show itself, and the Tigers running behind the ever-improving offensive line. Every year we lose a lot, but they come right back for more. And I can't mention enough about junior Todd Spangler. They've run a lot behind him tonight. Also Amstutz, the guard on that side. And the Tigers do that so well, Jim. They come through there, they send that lead back through, and then they open the hole with the guard and the tackle. And I'm telling you, that's been their bread and butter play this year.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody has an assignment, and they execute, and that's just the key to making a running attack go. And, of course, this Tiger team of 98, they continue in the same vein as last year's championship team. The line play is good. That was a question mark. The Tigers graduated a lot of excellent people, but the younger players have matured. They saw how it was done. And just good coaching, good discipline. They're executing. Just a textbook drive there by the Tigers.
And we don't want to fail to mention also, when you look at the tight end on that left side with Spangler, Tim Huff, number 88, pretty solid young man. He's got a great pair of hands, but does a tremendous job of blocking, as also Smith. Now we've got Smith split wide to the right, Atkinson split wide to the left, two backs. Shaddy drops back to throw. He looks, and incomplete over there. They tried the quick pass to Smith, but well defended and falls to the ground, incomplete. Tigers leading it now 12-0 with only 2.5 minutes to go in the half.
All right, Spike, being Patriots and liking to go over the top with the pass, are they going to show us something we haven't seen in an effort to get on the board and recapture some momentum? Or are they basically going to just sort of work it a little bit and be content to get out of here just down 12 points at this point? What are your thoughts on that, Spike?
Well, I think with their highly powered offensive machine, they'll come right out after us. I look for them to look in this first series, the first set of 4 downs. I look for them to try to push the ball up the field. They'll throw long against Liberty probably a couple of times here. Of course, a lot of it's going to depend on field position. Tigers doing a tremendous job to this point this season in holding the opponents outside the 30-yard line. On the field for the kickoff team, obviously the kicker Spangler. We also have Atkinson, McClure, Weshy, Flory, Huff, Strayer, Miller, Smith, Van Gunton.
Spangler's been doing a heck of a job of kicking.
Oh, no question there. Now here's a power drive. And nice catch back there on the 15-yard line. Returned by Geldy, tries to get outside. Breaks one tackle over there, hemmed in, and he's going to be stopped. And I believe it's at the 28-yard line. Fine coverage by Liberty Center.
This Spangler can really deliver the ball deep on kickoffs. Now, he's had a lot of them with all the Tigers scoring, and he gets his leg into it pretty good. And by spells, the coverage gets to be excellent too. So, as you said, the goal is to keep them within the 30-yard line, and indeed that's happened again here. So, all right, Patriots with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the half, Spike.
Patriots with 2 wideouts here on the offensive right side. Split out a wideout over on the left. They're definitely going to be looking to throw the ball downfield. Now back, tries to throw short, and just over the head, Jesse Smith delivers a shot. The official over there looked like he was checking with Jesse to make sure of, well, perhaps who's going to buy the sandwiches afterwards. About, hey, let's take it a little easy. Jesse making sure that Geldy over there knew what it was all about. Patriots trying to drop the man in behind for the pitch and run play. Now with the same 2 wide outs to the right. Tigers with coverage over here. It's both singles. Now he dips. He's can't pressured, and he's brought down in the backfield again. Van Gunton and number 66, Amstutz, both in on the tackle. Clock running now, 3rd down and 8 for Patrick Henry. 2 minutes to go here.
How about a timeout by the Tigers to save some clock, Spike? What do you think?
Jim, I don't know. I don't think so. As big play potential that Patrick Henry has, I don't think you want to give him any help yet. However, if this play goes incomplete, then I use a timeout. Now, there's a fumble.
We got it.
Patrick Henry appears to have recovered. Clock still running. That will bring up a 4th down and 8. And after last week when Liberty Center, with 85 yards away with 45 seconds to go, they took it up the field. The Tiger fans wanting a timeout. Here's Axon taking the low line drive at the 40. Now trying to get outside, turns it on, cuts back across the green at the 50, down to about the 47-yard line. A good return. And the Tigers, I guess they wanted to conserve their timeouts. They've got 2 remaining, and they have great field position at the 47-yard line of the Patriots. Plenty of time for the big play Tiger offense.
Oh, indeed, Spike, and Patrick Henry doesn't know what to look for. We've had them rocked with that little inside reverse, and McClure's hit him for some good yards, and Shaddy's thrown a nice pass or two. So we'll see what Tigers can do with just under a minute to go in this first half.
In the game at tight end on the left side, Ryan Miller in place of Huff. Shaddy back to throw, setting up, throws a little swing pass outside, and it's caught by Smith. Smith down the right sideline. He's out of bounds at the Patriot 30-yard line. Nice job. Smith, unbelievably, was given a lot of cushion, and he turned it into a 17-yard gain.
Quarterback Rob Shaddy didn't take very long getting his feet set to let that pass loose, and our view was screened just a little bit, but Jesse gathered it in, and as you say, real big pass play there, also conserving on the clock by getting out of bounds.
Tigers now splitting out, Miller to the left, Atkinson in the slot on the right. Shaddy back to throw, has time, now throws downfield, and it's over everybody's head, and if you're going to have an incomplete pass, that's the best place for it. Zeiter, the intended receiver, but Shaddy, with enough time, had the gumption enough to get it out over his head. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10, 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, Jim, the nice thing about it now is the Tigers, with that powerful foot of Spangler, if they can pick up about one more first down, you never know what they could pull out of here. And with the clock stopped, 2 timeouts left, they've got plenty of time. Now the give up inside to McClure, gain of about 5 on the play. Tigers signal for a timeout.
Spike, I'm not counting the timeouts. How many do the Tigers have left at this point?
We got one left.
Yeah. One left with 30 seconds to go. It's a 3rd and a 6. 6 yards to go, so how about another pass, but pretty much with the idea of getting out of bounds with it, or would you go for the end zone, Spike?
Well, Jim, I'm going to look at the score here and inject that since we're up by 12, if we had to end up going for a field goal, that would give us a 15-0 lead and would force them to score 2 two-point conversions. But for right now, I think the obvious call is to throw something to where if it's incomplete, it's going to stop the clock. And if it's complete, it'll probably be enough for a first down. A run here, however, could be quite effective, but you are probably going to be forced to use your last timeout. So we just don't know yet. Lindgren liable to do anything. We all know that.
Jeff Huff this game, Spike.
Nope.
Right up the middle, baby. Come on, give him the hole.
Or Tim Huff.
Patriots with about 8 men in the box. They're going to stop anything inside. Here's Shaddy back to throw. Got time. Thrown out there and just a little low. Atkinson, their intended receiver. But the pass was incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 6.
Gotta have another play at a first down. I think that's just a little too far out, maybe for a field goal try. Scoreboard shows the ball on the 26-yard line, so on the other hand, it would be doable. So we'll see. We haven't had any field goal attempts by the Tigers this season that I'm aware of. I'm sure they work on them on practice, and the Tiger kickoff man, Spangler, has got a whale of a leg.
Set here, Miller split wide out to the left. Atkinson in the slot. Shaddy drops back, now swings it outside to Zeiter over on the right sideline. He's going to be brought down right away, and the Tigers turn the ball over on downs with 22 seconds to go in the half. You know, Jim, last year one of the Tigers' fortes, if you will, was the big play on 3rd and long or even 4th down. We haven't seen quite as much of that yet, but then we're looking at a slightly different team with a younger quarterback. And it's big when you can convert in those late downs. But the Tigers, with the clock almost out, are really sitting pretty good. Patrick Henry showing a wide out to either side. Be single coverage here with Smith, and they're going to take a knee. And with only 22 seconds left and you're 70 yards away, probably a good call on the Patriots' part. Still very much in the ball game, only a couple of turnovers away. But the Tiger defense, Jim, has been stiffening here in the second quarter.
Yes, they have.
And
incredible pressure on the quarterback.
The turnovers having a big role to play thus far. Tigers moving the ball a couple of times, losing possession, but they lead it at the half, 12-0 here over the Big Red from Hamler, Patrick Henry. Here at halftime, quick rundown of our sponsors. Our tonight sponsors for this Patrick Henry game, Dave and Deb Silvas for their son Brett, Terry and Mary Lou Bowers, Mike and Linda Simbola for their son Brad, Bob and Julie Shaddy for their son Rob, Tom and Cindy Overmeyer for their son Scott, Rex and Kay Lindgren for Blake, and Rick and Rhonda Miller for Jesse, and Bruce and Karen Flory for Brian Flory. Now our seasonal sponsors who make these NCTV5 broadcasts possible, and I want to tell you for this state-of-the-art equipment we've got now, very expensive, so our deepest thanks and gratitude to them. KK Collision in Liberty Center, Spies Trailer Court in Liberty Center, Dave's Running Shop, complete line of sporting goods in Delta, Pizzanello's Pizza of Liberty Center, and also Dave Perry of Dave's Auto Service. Also, Skip Miller of Miller Trucking in Napoleon, Terry and Mary Lou Bowers from Liberty Enterprises, Clapp and Haney Tools from White House, Holgate Metal Fab in Napoleon, L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating in Napoleon, the Henry County Bank all over Henry County, First National Bank in Liberty Center, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Pilliards in Swanton, Swanton Welding, run by Norm Zeider, and Davis Farm Services, also all over the area. Thanks again to you folks, you businesses, for making these broadcasts possible. Now, a quick rundown of some halftime stats. Liberty Center, Seth Atkinson carried the ball 4 times for 40 yards, Zeider 8 times for 38, and Mike McClure 6 times for 61. Rob Shaddy sacked once for a loss of 9. Total 18 carries, 130 yards. Average 7 yards per carry. In the air, Shaddy was 3 of 8 for 20 yards, and the Tigers with 8 first downs. On the defensive side, Blake Lindgren, leading tackler for Liberty with 5, Brian Wesche with 4, and Sattler, Van Gunten, and Amstutz all chipping in with 3. In the sack department, Brian Wesche has 1, Amstutz has 1, and Van Gunten and Sattler combined for a sack. Patrick Henry running the ball, 16 carries for a grand total of 11 yards. Mitch Westhoven, 5 carries for 17. Tyke Hoops, 4 carries for 5 yards. And the quarterback, Ryan Smith, including the sacks, 7 carries for a total of a minus 11 yards. In the air, Patrick Henry, this much ballyhooed offensive attack, only 4 of 11 for 59 yards. So, Jim, from that, Liberty Center with about 150 yards and Patrick Henry with 70. Liberty Center dominating the play so far.
Yeah, Patriots had one streak in the first quarter where they moved the sticks a few times and looked like they were kind of fooling the Tigers. But Tigers made a few adjustments, whether on the defensive line, whether on just coaching on how to attack that quarterback. Had some blitzes come in there and a lot of pressure on that quarterback, and he would have liked just a little more time to have his receivers run their patterns, especially the deeper patterns, and he didn't get it. Couldn't hang on, was sacked a few times, and Tiger defense just really came up big, especially the second quarter. So as we think of what each team had to do to prepare for this second half, I believe the Patriots had a lot of adjusting to do, Spike, as you showed on the statistics there. Tigers ground game, 8 yards a carry.
However, at halftime is there for changes and adjustments, and it remains to be seen, of course, what PH will do.
This first possession, which Patrick Henry, remember, deferred at winning the coin flip there before the game, so they will receive to start the second half. This is a very key possession for them, Spike. They would like to, of course, move the ball and get something positive going, because the last few times they've had the ball, Tigers stopped them dead cold.
Well, you know, we've got the 12-0 lead, but the bad thing about that is if it's 2 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns, I don't like our chances because of our failure to convert on the extra point attempts. So the Tigers, without a doubt, someplace along the line are going to need another score. I'm not going to settle for a 12-0 margin right now. Now set to kick for Liberty Center, Spangler. The wideouts on either side, the prevent men. Miller on this side, and on the other side, I think Silvas.
Oh,
bouncing kick, falling on just beyond the 30 at the 34-yard line. An alert Patriot fell on the ball right there, and he was covered. Had that ball got through there, though, Jim, Tigers would have been had them pinned deep, because that area down the sideline was open.
I remember in seasons past, the coach sometimes likes line drive just to kind of mix it up, throw them a grounder once in a while.
Yep. Patriots coming out now with the spread formation, 2 wide outs to the right and a single wide out to the left. Dropping back to throw, rolling out right, looking downfield. It's caught, tripped up, and he's going to fight forward for a first down. Catch made over there by number 21, Tim Geldy. Jim, that's the side they had the 2 receivers. They sent one deep, and he drug along behind and wide open. Play very often used in high school.
Yeah, that was pretty well conceived, too. And first receiver cleared it out for the second guy, and a good pass there thrown by PH.
Jesse Smith off the field for Liberty Center. Tim Huff now taking his place as a safety. Now back to throw, rolling out to his left. He's got some pressure on him, in trouble. Now breaks the tackle, finally thrown down, and Tiger's going to get hit for a late piling on call. Tackle made, I believe, by Atkinson. Unfortunate call there for Liberty Center, but I have to agree, he was down and the hit came. It wasn't a terrible spearing shot,
right,
but definitely he piled on.
Right, kids ready to go at halftime, really charged up and kind of thundered through there and added a little bit late, but oh boy, breakdown in discipline there on the Tigers, Spike, because that's a big 15-yarder on top of the play, and in fact, the penalty's been the best play for Patrick Henry so far. They've moved the ball way down in Tiger territory.
Yeah, Lindgren giving the official over here on the sideline the what for. Now Patrick Henry goes in the option play. Smith kicks it outside. He trips. I believe Van Gunten tripped him up, and with him off balance, gain of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, he slowed him up, though.
Yeah, he slowed him up. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. And Jim, the turn on that penalty, the early fortunes here, really now favoring Patrick Henry as they're down on the Tiger 33-yard line. Well, the Tigers were faced with this a lot last week.
Like an audible.
Now it's at well, I guess we call that some kind of a misdirection. Cross buck here in the backfield. Gain of about 6 on the play. Very close to a first down. Gain was 5 yards. That will bring a 3rd down and 1 on the Tiger 26. Now, Jim, Patriots going to go maybe for first, or will they maybe go up top on this advantageous 3rd and 1 situation? There's 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the give inside, Westover, and he's hung up. He battles his way through, and I believe if they give him his forward progress, it'll be enough for a first down. Hit in the backfield.
Spike, where's it written that he can get help from one of his own players? One of his own players actually grabbed him, bodily grabbed him, and threw him ahead far enough to get him over the sticks. Okay, well, that penalty has set him up. They have a first down on about the Tiger 25-yard line, so Big Red with a little offense going.
Come on, D.
Yeah, that was a nice piece of running to stay on his feet long enough to be helped enough for the first down. Now, 2 wideouts. He rolling out to his left. He's in trouble. Sagarino! And we've got a flag in the backfield. Sack shared by Weshy and number 66, Amstutz. The flag would appear to be, I'm going to think, a hold on Patrick Henry. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the key there, Jim, is, yeah, the Tigers got a sack, but the penalty will go from the spot, and I'm sure that's what they'll end up taking.
I didn't get the number of those Tigers pouring through there, but there was a couple of them had tremendous heat on the PH quarterback, and he had no choice but to eat the doggone ball, and in the process.
It was Weshy and Sattler.
Okay, Weshy and Sattler on pressure, and Patrick Henry couldn't block them, tried to grab them and hold them, and so they march backwards now on a big play.
Well, we're waiting to see now what they do with the penalty, and they do take the penalty. It'll give PH an extra down. However, the well, now we're not. Yeah, they took the penalty. No.
Possibly should have declined that, Spike. Oh.
Well, until we get that clarified, not sure just what had happened, but it's about 1st and 30 for Patrick Henry. Smith back to throw, rolls up in the pocket, steps up, caught out there by number 7, Geldy. No, excuse me, that's Eric Kraus.
Well, he had a wide open spot there.
Now that time, Jim, he didn't try to roll out. Good enough protection, he was able to step up in the pocket and let it fly. Gain of about 20 yards on the play, and we're right back where we were before. It's 2nd down and 10 for PH on the Tiger 25-yard line.
All right, come on, D. Stick him, D. You can do it, D. Come on, D.
Yeah, some question there about player out of bounds coming back in.
Mishandling the Tiger defender. All right, 2nd and 10.
All right, 3 wideouts for Patrick Henry, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Smith back to throw, rolling to his left, now throws a short pass, caught over there, and thrown down for a negligible, if any, gain. Good coverage by the Tigers. Out there on that side, Sattler, I believe, in on the stop. Coverage also by Miller, Smith, Van Gutten and others. Actually, on the pass completion, loss of a yard on the play. 3rd down and 11 at the Tiger 26-yard line. Jim, they're in 2-down territory, so there's Patriots still knocking on the door. Liberty gonna have to answer the bell here.
Double wide receiver to
Yeah,
the right.
now the wide receivers to the wide side of the field right. Now the option play to Westoven. Westoven trying to get outside. Belly's outside. Great pursuit by the Tigers. And a gain of maybe, we're going to say about 5 on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down situation.
Tigers closed quick on that, Spike. Looked like some pretty open country out there for Westoven to run, but Tigers got there in a hurry to kind of pinch it down. So it's 4th and 4, and the ball on the Tiger 19-yard line. A big play for both teams right here.
Yeah, I believe the Tiger, or the Patriot clock keeper's a little generous. It's about 4th and 5. Brian Flory, special teams player into the game, not a starter, but 6th leading tackler on the team. Here's the option play to Westoven. He's got some running room on the left side, and he's going to go in for the score. It's a Patriot touchdown. Somebody got caught inside, and the Patriots sealed it well. The option run and pitch to Westoven, good for the 19-yard touchdown. And Jim, now that penalty really, as we look back, hurt the Tigers, and they're back in the ball game. The Patriots now trail 12-6. 8:02 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
That's exactly right, Spike. The Patrick Henry faithful over there really lighting up tonight. They're cheering for their Big Red. Looks like the Big Red's going to go for 1 point for the conversion. The kick is up. The kick is called good. It is now 7-12 with momentum right now in Big Red's hands. So we'll see what the Tiger offense can do. I'm betting they had time to think of some things that they know they could
build on and also a new wrinkle to throw in, Spike. So I think these teams are going to open it up in the second half. I believe we're going to see the scoreboard kind of lighten up here. What do you say?
Well, I'm going to believe Tigers seeing the success that they had on the ground. I think if they do open it up, it's going to be because they can break some big plays. Because I think they're going to try to run. They're going to run clock. They're going to try to control the ball. Patriots moving down the field, scoring in 4 minutes, and with their very good passing attack, you know they're going to be looking for that, and they'll be able to score quickly. So I think Liberty is going to try to go right back to where what got them here, and I think they're going to try to grind it. And hopefully with the speed they've got and and so far owning the line of scrimmage, I believe they'll hopefully be able to take advantage of that.
But having the likes of Jesse Smith and others that can catch a pass, they reserve the right to go on top if Patrick Henry loads it up to stop that run. At the first half, as you mentioned, 8 yards a carry, that's got to be a coach's dream. But no mistakes. The Tigers don't want any mistakes here.
Low line drive kick. Takes a couple of hops, picked up by Silvas. Silvas trying to break the tackle, now tripped up. He's brought down, and at the 35-yard line, about a 13-yard return for Silvas. Tigers will take over on their own 35-yard line. 7:56 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 12-7. And Jim, as we've seen so many times in the past, the point after touchdowns sometimes can loom quite big in these close football games. Tigers touching the ball for the first time here in the second half. Huff and Smith, two tight ends. Atkinson in the wing right. Zeiter and McClure in the backfield. Atkinson in motion. Here's the give to McClure up the middle on a straight dive
Got
play.
that 8 yards we talked about.
Yep. Nice gain for Liberty Center on first down. And that's the type of run you like to see McClure make, because at any time from any place on the field, if he breaks that plane 4 yards deep into the secondary of Patrick Henry, he could be gone. Ball now resting at the 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line, the Tigers. Atkinson in the wing right, still with the two tights. Now Atkinson put in motion to the left. Here's the give to Zeiter, quickly up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's across midfield. Great block by Smith. Zeiter hanging on to the ball. A great run by Ryan Zeiter as they gave him on the quick hitter from the 42-yard line. He rambles all the way down to the Patrick Henry 22-yard line. Great downfield blocking by Liberty Center, especially Jesse Smith, as he bought Ryan an extra 15 yards.
Oh, it's true. Ryan was running in traffic that he's so used to doing, and all of a sudden he could turn it up a gear and kind of run through some of those. But it's just so important, those downfield blocks, even if they're just kind of screen blocks, anything to give your runner an advantage.
First down and 10 on the 21-yard line of Patrick Henry. Here's the give to McClure off the left side. And a fumble, and it will be turned over to the Patriots.
Dropped the ball during the exchange, Spike.
Now the Tigers are going to have to reach down and grab something. They've got PH bottled up on their own side of the field, but the Tiger defense is going to have to stiffen. You know, Jim, going back to Ryan Zeiter's run, Zeiter this year looks a lot more perhaps shifty than last year. He's got great, his feet are great. He's able to change directions ever so slightly to weave his way through the opposition, and he has really looked good this year as a running back.
I agree.
Tigers' second very costly fumble. Patriots now with the ball on their own 22-yard line. Smith back to throw, rolling out right, looks downfield, pass is caught, and tackled immediately by Jesse Smith. Gain of about 7. Now we'll wait and see here for the spot. Gain of about 6 on the play, and the Patriots, Jim, I'm just afraid, starting to find a rhythm now to their passing game, finding out what they can and can't do from that first half, and Smith getting a little rhythm here.
Yeah, they're breaking those patterns off a little quicker, Spike, rather than letting them run deep, which takes more time, but Tigers were able to get a lot of pressure on him, so we'll see if they bring more pressure.
Here's the give to Westover around the right side, gain of maybe a yard on the play. The Tiger right or left side of the defensive line doing a nice job of closing there. Patriots continue to run with that spread formation, 2 and usually 3 wideouts, and that stretches the Tiger defense. So far, Jim, the Tigers have been content to stay with single coverage, and that has helped shut down the Patrick Henry running game.
Yep.
Now we've got 2 wideouts to the left, Smith and Miller both on them. Here is the rollout, just dumps it on a little screen, and he went nowhere. That'll bring up a 4th down. A big defensive stand for Liberty Center. Jim, I'm not sure who was in on the stop on that side. That's Van Gutten's defensive end side. Several Tigers over there. Sattler was over there and a host of others.
You know, thinking about that play, Spike, PH quarterback didn't sell that very good over on this side. He had wide receivers over here, but he never looked at him. He took the snap and right away zinged the other way, and I think the Tiger defense picked up on that in a hurry.
Back to receive the supposed punt is Atkinson. Zider holds up his man at the line of scrimmage. Atkinson with a chance to return, takes it at the 33. Around the right side, cuts up, breaks a tackle, bores his way forward all the way up to the 47-yard line. And Jim, the Tigers had to put up a defensive stand, and they did. PH with no first downs on that series. Tigers back in control.
Yeah, that's true. It's sad the Tigers didn't get any points out of that excellent drive they had going. First possession of the second half, Zider broke off that big one. He had a lot of control running through there and some help on the blocking. But as you say, Tigers right back almost at midfield. The score 7-12, and they're ready to go.
Hey, come on, baby.
Tigers now with Atkinson in the wing right, too tight formation. Here's the give to Zider on a quick handoff up the middle. He dives forward for 5 yards. I don't know if you noticed, Zider's head bobbed ever so slightly on that play. But no call, and the Tigers gain a most valuable 5 yards on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5 on the Patrick Henry 48-yard line.
You know, this offensive unit for the Tigers is doing a lot of work out here, so they need to put some points up on this drive rather than keep it a while and then turn it over, Spike. It's just critical. They sustain a drive.
Yeah, and they need to keep that Patriot defense on the field. Here is the straight-ahead dive to Zider, and he's bottled up for no gain. Tigers trying to grind it out inside. Patrick Henry now makes a little bit of a stand, and the Tigers will be faced with a 3rd and 5, just over midfield.
You know, Spike, as you think about adjustments made during the half, coaches, if a kid's getting beat, he knows he's getting beat, and if he's a good player, he's going to ask his coach, how do I combat that? And there's been some adjustments there in the line. Big Red playing tough.
Patrick Henry with 9 men up, 8 men up in the box, expecting. Now we've got some encroachment call. The Tigers think that it was Patrick Henry that jumped. Well, it remains to be seen whether they were drawn off.
They're going again.
And the flag will go against the Patriots. Jim, that's one of the very few times that they've been called for an infraction this game.
That's true, but it was obvious. They jumped. Must have been good quarterbacking on Shaddy's side there, jumping the count just a little bit, but they're supposed to wait for movement, and clearly they didn't, so that just cranks up a nice first down there for the Tigers, so they just got a ball control and keep moving it.
Yeah, and if that was Shaddy that drew him off, that has to help his confidence as a quarterback. Atkinson in the wing right. Here is the inside handoff to Atkinson. He breaks it up down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the play.
And Spike, there was a lot of traffic in there. We saw a couple Tigers handling the ball and red shirts standing all around. And, Seth knew what to do with it. When he got that rock, he started going forward with it and turned it into a nice gainer. Got 5 yards on the play.
Well, and you know the Patriots have been taught to go for the football on defense, and Seth tucked it in and held on. Tigers now out in the middle of the field at the 38-yard line. Atkinson in a wing left. Here is the give to McClure. McClure, he battles his way forward, and I believe he's got enough yardage for the first down. The Tigers running behind that strong offensive line, and the Tigers got the big push there. McClure running for 7 yards, and it'll be a first down.
You know, Spike, that's always a bit demoralizing for a team to just have to eat the ball like that. And the Tigers, this series anyway, just running it right down their throat. That's good ball control. Tiger offensive line and the backs, everybody executing perfectly.
Yeah, we certainly hope the Tigers can grind it out here and turn it into 6 points. Atkinson in motion left. Here's the give to Zeider. Zeider going forward, maybe a yard and a half on the play. But the thing it did do, Jim, is it keeps Patrick Henry pinned to the inside to stop our runs up the middle, and that always builds for something potential to the outside later.
Yep. And plus a good running game like this uses the clock. I mean, the Tigers just playing ball control now, and that clock just keeps it chewing on. We're just about going to use the third quarter on this drive.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to play football when you're on the offensive side of the ball and you're firing out. Great to use the clock. Here's the give to Atkinson. Breaks a tackle, makes a great cut. He's down the middle. He's at the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Seth Atkinson in motion, going right, following the blocks of his 2 running backs, Zeider and McClure. Breaks it across the line of scrimmage, cuts back across the green, and outran 4 more Patrick Henry defenders into the end zone. It's a 30-yard touchdown, and the Tigers have came through in the clutch. They did what they had to do. They answered the Patrick Henry touchdown. They lead it 18-7. 1:08 to go here in the third.
Beautiful run by Seth Atkinson. I mean, he picked his way there. He juked and jived, and he squirted to the left and then came back to the right, and he put the Barry Sanders move on him out there. Spike, and Tigers go up 18-7.
Tigers now set to go for 2. They've got Atkinson in the wing right. Here's a deep pitch to Zeider. He looks for a hole. He dives forward, and they're in! It's 20-7, a 13-point lead for Liberty. Boy, the extra point, 20. Those 2 points were big. That forces Patrick Henry on 2 touchdowns to convert both extra point kicks. You know, Jim, you look at Seth Atkinson, he's too small to play football. Jim, he's just too little. But look at what he does. Every game in and game out, he makes big hits. That time he broke through a very congested line of scrimmage, and you don't do that by being a cream puff. A tough kid, a tough run. Seth Atkinson, pound for pound, a pretty good little football player for the Tigers.
Oh, he could play on my team anyway, anytime, Spike, and I'm sure that there's a lot of teams around the state says, oh, give me a few running backs like Seth Atkinson. I remember so well some of the catches he made during the playoff run last fall. Yeah, he's a real player, and there's just a lot of them up and down this Tiger team. These Tigers of '98 says, hey, the fans believe, we believe, and we're going to do it.
Well, if you look at the whole stable of Tiger running backs, they all complement themselves quite well. With Seth's elusiveness, Ryan Zeider's power, and now his shiftiness once he gets into the secondary. And then Mike McClure, his flat-out blazing speed. You give him an inch, and he's going to take 3 miles. A very good drive for Liberty Center. They lead it 20-7. Now set to kick is Spangler. Patrick Henry with 2 deep backs. A little short squibber, and that will go out of bounds. Patrick Henry will take over somewhere around the 35-yard line.
Spike, what was the deal on that?
Well, Jim, it appeared to me that they were trying to pooch the ball over the up people and in front of the deep people, and maybe not necessarily get possession, but leaving some doubt and some question in Patrick Henry's mind, and not allowing them to return the ball. But, hey, that's not the worst thing in the world. They got no return on it, and that's half the battle.
Yeah, with not much time left in the third quarter, we're going to see everything Patrick Henry can do. I mean, they like to pass. That's been their bread and butter the first 3 games of the season. I know we've seen a lot of routes from them, and they know the kind of charge they get from the Tigers here. So no question about it. They're going to look to get back in this game.
Yeah, I expect from here on out, Jim, they'll be passing the ball about 3 plays out of every 4. Two wide out, set to the right. Wide out on the left to the short side. Hoops and Westhoven in the backfield. And the give, no, the quarterback on a keeper, dances outside, turns the corner. It's going to be a big gainer for Patrick Henry. Almost appeared to be a broken play, but a well-conceived fake to the left, and the quarterback kept it around the right side. And as all of a sudden, gain of 15, 20, about a 19-yard gain, and Patrick Henry again back in the ball game. They're in Liberty Center's half of the field.
Yeah, you got to give that PH quarterback credit. He had everybody believing something was coming over this way, and he just that was a quarterback keeper.
Now two wide outs to the wide side left. Back to throw, a three-step drop, overthrown. Miller, his first responsibility obviously is on the coverage, so he was stepping up to stop the reception, and the ball sailed. He had a late chance at a leap, but really not much chance to intercept there. But it was good coverage on the part of Ryan Miller. Clock stops, 54 seconds remaining here in the third. Tigers leading 20-7, but as we've seen, no lead is safe. We've got a long way to go. Now, snap, partially fumbled, recovered now, throws it out wide, and throwing on the run is not the same as throwing from a set position. Ball sails out of bounds, and the Tigers pressure forcing the quarterback to get out of the pocket. Nice job again by Liberty.
You know, not only the Tiger pressure, but the coverage out there is good, Spike. And, you know, quarterback would like to have just a little more time to look it over. But then this last pass, quarterback did what he could, but the receivers got to want it. I don't believe they've got quite the receivers that the Tiger Corps has. But this is their game. They pass it a lot, and likely they will here with a 3rd and 10.
Yep, back to throw. Pressure on, rolling out, flushed out of the pocket, and it's a submarino! Brian, no, it's Blake Lindgren and number 20, Van Gunn in on the stop, and the Tiger defense rises to the top again. They pour the pokey to the Patriots. That'll bring up a 4th down and 20 to go. Jim, we always talk about the offense, but the Tiger defense came through again.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did. They came through to put pressure on the PH guy, and he didn't have anything to do but eat it.
Back to punt, short end over end. That'll sail out of bounds somewhere near the 30-yard line. You know, Jim, I remember last year on the Chains, we had this crew at Liberty Center. A little bit older crew, but very efficient nevertheless. Good rapport we had with the official on this side of the field. And they did a nice job. They were in the game, and they knew what to look for, and they didn't call a lot of the silly stuff. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Wesche and Moeller on the right. Spangler and Amstutz on the left. Here's the give up inside to Zeider. He pounds forward for about 6 on the play. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Tigers setting good. They break the line of scrimmage and come up with a 5-yard gain, putting more pressure on that tiring Patriot defense. At the end of 3, Liberty leads it 20-7. Getting set here for the start of the 4th quarter. Tigers to the line of scrimmage. They'll have a 2nd down and 5 at their own 30-yard line. Atkinson going in motion to the right. Here's the quick give inside to Zeider. He breaks a tackle, powers his way forward. Ryan Zeider somehow found a way to get some positive yardage out of that. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Well, he just come pouring through a sea of red jerseys out there, and he got another couple yards. It's a 3rd and a short 3, but this is where you want your fullback to just grind it out, Spike. If the offensive line can move their men and you just grind it out, that's what you want. You want to control the ball and move the sticks.
Well, I don't believe they'll put it in the air here. They've got Atkinson in the wing left to the wide side. Here is the sweep to Zider following McClure. Breaks it up inside. Another tackle. And he battles his way forward up near midfield. And a big 12. It's about a 14-yard gain for Ryan Zider. And the Tigers come up big on 3rd down. With 11:11 to go in the game, it'll be a Liberty Center first down on their own 48-yard line. Clock running again. A big first down. Liberty would have had to punt from their own side of the field without that first down, Jim. And now they've got some time to run some more clock.
Yeah, that was a very timely first down run by the fullback, showing a great dimension to his abilities to carry the ball.
Big board Friday here at Liberty Center. Now Shaddy back to throw, a surprise. It's caught by Smith. He breaks the tackle. He's down there. The ball rolls out of bounds. But a big play by Liberty Center there. Gain of about 16 on the play. It'll be another first down. And Jim, everybody was caught off guard with that pass play. Smith lining up the tight end on the right side, held his block for a second and was wide open out into the secondary. Tigers with the ball now on Patrick Henry's 38-yard line. Clock stopped at 10:37 to go. Atkinson lining up at the wing position on the right side. Huff and Smith, 2 tight ends. Here is the give to Zider. He breaks back. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. Tigers getting good first down yardage here in the second half.
No question, Spike. With just a little over 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, Tigers moving the ball quite well. You just good ball control. It's taking clock, and they're hanging on the ball. That's key. Fumbles and turnovers are just things that a real championship team can't do.
Yeah, and the Tigers defense has not allowed Patrick Henry to take much advantage of those turnovers. Now Shaddy back to throw, under pressure, lobs it out there. I don't know, there was a lot of contact downfield. Huff guarded by 2 Patriots, but no flag on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 to go. Tigers with the ball on the Patriot 34-yard line. However, Jim, with the ball in Patriot territory, obviously it's 4-down territory, so the Tigers can still afford to run just about whatever they want to on this play. Atkinson will line up on the wide side left as the wing on the left side. Here is the deep pitch to Zider, follows a great block by McClure, but the Patriots closed up the inside fast. It'll be 4th down for the Tigers, gain of about 3 on the play, 4th and 4 yards for Liberty Center. Ball resting on the Patriot 31-yard line. Clock running now at 9:21. Big down here for Liberty Center. This game far from over. Atkinson wing right. Here's the pitch to Zider on the left side. Follows some great blocks. A great move by Zider, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Some great hitting out there by Amstutz and McClure. And Spangler opened a big hole. Zider was hit, though, near the first down yardage area. With his great spin, he was able to dive and battle and get that big first down. Zider now out of the game, taking a pretty good belt when he was stood up. Ball at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Into the game, into the backfield now, number 6, Chad Collins. Huff, the tight end on the left, Smith, tight end on the right. Shaddy under center. Here's the give to Collins, straight ahead. Collins battles, churns his legs, and moves forward, I believe, for a 5-yard gain. Chad Collins comes right in off the street and picks up another great first down yardage.
You know, somehow the Tiger running attack is geared to block for that fullback slot, Spike, and they kind of got the way to make that work. Yards really adding up for that fullback slot tonight.
Yep, and the clock, valuable time in light of the Patriots' look here, grinding away. 8:16 to go. Tigers with a 2nd and 6 on the 21. Here's the give to McClure. McClure straight up the middle, about off left guard. He'll get across the 20-yard line, perhaps to the 19. Gain of about, well, they're going to call it right on the 20-yard line, a gain of 1, 3rd down and 6. Twice, Jim, Liberty Center's come up throwing the football when we thought it was going to be run, and then run some more. 3rd down, and they're going to call it 3rd and 5. Patriots are just going to have to play it straight up. Even though Liberty lines up in the tight formation, they do a nice job of throwing the ball. Atkinson now in a wing right. Here is the give to McClure on the left side. Follows a block of Amstutz, and I believe it's close. He's close to 1st down yardage. Depends on the spot on the sideline. Great job. Amstutz leading the way on that sweep around the left side.
Flag out there? I don't see it. Is there?
Yeah, you piled on.
All right, get a 1st down.
It's a Tiger 1st down on the run, about 7 yards by McClure. Followed the block, and a great block it was from Amstutz.
Huff also over here banging on people.
Yep. Huff the tight end on that left side. Now in the game at tackle, number 67. Atkinson in motion to the right. Look for the Tigers. No, Shaddy back to throw. Here's a lob, and there's some contact. There'll be interference called against Patrick Henry, but Smith hung on to the football anyway.
Yeah. Their defender was draped all over Smith's back, so even though the reception was made, they're going to give us a 1st down and move the ball even closer to the goal line on that play, very likely.
Jim, what did we get on that? Was there a late hit on that McClure
well,
down there? The ball was marched down
people around us say there was a flag, but I'm not sure about what that was. Just a marker, because they give us a 1st down and didn't offer us opportunity to consider a penalty. So I don't know what we saw out there, but result was Tiger now has the ball on the 6-yard line, Spike. So 1st down on the 6-yard line.
That's Matt Schwab, number 67, in at tackle for Liberty Center on the left side. Zeiter back in the game for the Tigers. Atkinson in a wing right with the standard 2 tight end set. Atkinson in motion. Now they give to McClure, boring straight forward off the right side. Gain of about 3 on the play, we're going to guess. No, now it's 2nd and goal, and the ball is spotted at the 1. The Tigers apparently were must have been closer than the 6-yard line, Jim.
Yeah.
Or was that a 5-yard gain? It's from this point, it's really hard to tell. 6:26 to go. Tigers leading at 20-7, and this may be that final spike they draw into that Patriot coffin. Tigers lining up now. Atkinson in the wing left. Here is a straight ahead dive to Zeiter, and he's in for the touchdown! A Tiger touchdown, and over on the other side of the field, very quiet, Liberty Center leads it now by the score of 26-7. The Tigers proving that the game-long situation, their ability to outlast the Patriots. 6:08 to go. Jim, what an offensive drive for Liberty Center. Used up a lot of clock, some 4th down conversions. I mean, the Tigers really executed. They really earned this win tonight. Tigers now lining up for 2. Atkinson wing left, still with the 2 tights. Here is the give. Now Zeiter drops back, a little halfback toss, just over the outstretched hands of Atkinson. It'll fall incomplete. Zyder had to throw it high to get it over the oncoming rush, but Liberty Center leads it 26-7.
Yeah, extra points at this point, probably not a really big deal for the Tigers. They found themselves running out of end zone there, Spike. I mean, they were running a pattern, and Seth was coming, and he was just a little bit open, but Zyder rolling in the same direction he wanted to throw, and that's a very difficult pass to make, so it just falls harmlessly, but Tigers looking good. 26-7, just about exactly 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and Tiger defense seemed to have the answer for anything the Patriots throw up. Once in a while, the Pats will get a big play in, but basically it's Tiger football night here in Patrick Henry Stadium, and this is just going to bode well as the Tigers look toward the league championship and beyond.
Yeah, still 6 minutes to go, but at this point I think it's going to be very difficult for Patrick Henry to rally. One thing here, you know, Jim, the Liberty Center Tigers have really shut down the running game of Patrick Henry, and I think a lot of that comes from the fact that with their great coverage people in the secondary, they were able to stick with their single coverages, and with that in mind, that allows them to put an extra defender in there, and that pretty much has shut down the Patrick Henry running game. And in turn, when you have to throw, eventually a lot of bad things can happen.
Yeah, and if we're correct in our observations here, it looks as though single coverage is basically making that big red machine wonder what they're going to do with the ball. And then, as you mentioned, the extreme pressure at times from the Tiger defensive line. And I tell you, the Patriots just about drawn zeros. They do have a score up there, but Tigers clearly dominating here tonight.
Yeah, and Patrick Henry showing their class or their lack thereof, drawing a penalty on the sidelines for really no apparent reason. Tigers just ground the drive out, and that gives Liberty Center the chance to kick off from the 45-yard line. And Spangler doesn't mess around. He just drills it all the way across the end line. The Patriots take over at the 20-yard line. You know, Spangler maybe could have tried something fancy there with the kick, but I think it was a pretty just thing. Just go ahead and drive the football and say, there you go, PH.
Yeah, that may be just a little bit demoralizing to see that ball driven so deeply there.
Tim Huff into the game for Seth Atkinson at a defensive back. Tigers starting defense pretty much intact. Amstutz defensive end on the left, Van Gunten defensive end on the right. Linebackers, Wesche and Sattler. And caught in the backfield. Danny Sattler came blasting through on the controlled blitz. Pretty much battled his way through, almost untouched. And it's another Saccarino. 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Patrick Henry lost of 10 yards on the play. Liberty Center thoroughly dominating the second half, even though they did give up a score to the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, and about one or two more pass attempts like that, and the Tigers will get a safety, and they haven't scored by a safety this year, so Tiger defense hungry. But the Patrick Henry quarterback has got a good arm, and he can put it out there, Spike.
Silvas now into the game for the Tigers as a cornerback. Here's the giver on the left side, Weston, and he's caught in the backfield. Great pursuit. I believe that was Brian Wesche there to make the hit from his linebacker position. Caught Mitch Westhoven in the backfield. Scott Sharp now, right defensive tackle for the Tigers, coming out of the game. In over there. McClure now lining up at tackle on that side for his quickness. Tigers going to put on the rush. Back to throw. Rolling out, in trouble, and he's sacked! He's sacked at the 1 foot line. Not sure who was in there. Lindgren looked like could have been the one to bulldog him down. Amstutz. McClure, pressure from everybody.
I'm talking safety, Spike. They got to watch it. One more pass play like that, and they're there. But it's a 4th and, I don't know, probably almost 30 yards. So they're going to try to get a punt off.
Yeah, the Tigers' strength and their overall ability wearing Patrick Henry down. Patrick Henry pushed back almost 25 yards on this series. They're going to have to punt from deep in their end zone. 3:55 to go in the ball game. Ball on the 1-foot line. Here's the snap, the punt. High end over end taken by Atkinson at the 35. Follows a block of Zeider. Ball straight ahead, and the Tigers will have the ball inside the 30-yard line, inside the 25, down to the 23. Jim, I don't think there's going to be anything holding back Liberty Center here. I look for them to go ahead and punch another one in.
No question. They're having fun, and this rivalry has been going on for a lot of years, and when one team has a little bit of an edge over another, boy, they love to make it happen. But 26-7, I mean, that's just a good football game, and it's been a hard-fought game, but Tigers want more.
Atkinson in the wing right with the standard 2 tight ends. Atkinson motion left. Here's the deep pitch to Atkinson. He gets outside, now cuts it back up. He's going to be bulldogged down somewhere near the line of scrimmage. That time the Patriots finally read that sweep with the wingback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10, but of course at this time all we're worried about as a Tiger fan is just hang on to the football, and it'll be glory days tonight on the streets of Liberty Center. Timeout, down on the field. The Tiger offense coming over to talk it over.
Like an awesome high school football power at this time. They had a #1 ranking. Even if they read the papers a little bit, they still come out and know what it takes to be a good football team. So hats off to the coaches and the boys, and it's just a good thing going at Liberty Center Tiger Town right now.
On a televised interview, one Tiger player put it oh so well. They were tired of hearing about how they didn't belong in the playoffs. Now the give straight ahead to McClure, churning his way forward. Gain of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Clock at 3 minutes to go. Jim, I don't believe the Patriots will ever see the football again this game unless the Tigers score. Coming out now set up, we have Spangler at the tackle on the left.
3rd and 7, we got to have something here, Spike.
And Amstutz, the guard on the left-hand side. Al Atkinson going in motion right from his wing. Here's the give to Atkinson. He breaks 2 tackles. He breaks another. Now he's finally arm-loaded down, grabbed at the neck, and finally bulldogged to the ground, but not after a gain of 17 on the play. Tigers knocking on the door.
He did that pretty well naked coming back through there. This is the way that's designed. They get him the ball, and he's just supposed to knife through there. And I don't know. They know how to use their backs, this Tiger team. And Seth got it right down there. The ball's on the 2-yard line, so Tigers looking to put some more on top of that 26-7 score.
Tigers now with the full house backfield, lining up 2 tight ends. Here is the give to Atkinson. He drives forward, and it is! And it is, I'm going to say it one more time, another Tiger touchdown. Liberty Center has taken control here in the second half, and they are pouring it on the Patriots. They lead it 32-7.
The fans leaving over there.
Yeah.
Look at the fans leaving over there.
Yeah, they've had enough.
See him over there at the corner? Yeah, they're finally right there. Yeah, see him empty out over there. Yeah.
On to kick for the Tigers will be number 75, Todd Spangler, with Zeider on the hold. Snap is low, but he handles it. Kick is up and driven through all the way to the track and back, and it's a 1-point successful conversion. Liberty Center now well in control. They lead it 33-7 over the Patrick Henry Patriots. And Jim, the way this game started out, who'd have thunk it?
Oh, I think we'd have thunk it, Spike, but we did want to see it, and it took a while for it to unfold, but it's happening now, and we look over there, and the Patrick Henry fans are going home. On the road, the taillights are out there and so forth, but, you know, they'll live to fight and play again, and, of course, we hope they win the rest of their game so that computer points keep pouring in our direction. But Tigers got a good one here. I mean, they did what they needed to do, and just kudos to all the young Tigers. The line play, hard to get their name straight all the time, but the defensive and offensive line, I mean, they just executed to a T. And, of course, the backs and just everybody involved. Just a great victory, Spike, for the Orange and Black tonight. One to take
Ability to shut down the run and also anything deep that Patrick Henry attempted. Great coverage by the DBs and great pressure from the defensive line. Now the high end over end kickoff sails down to about the 10. Taken there, cuts back across the middle. Finally, Bulldog down, hit by several players.
60.
Tackle, I think, yep, number 60, Ryan Strayer. Ryan Strayer, number 60. For maybe one more play here at the corner of County Road 7 and State Route 18, where we are seeing the Liberty Center Tigers pour it on the Patrick Henry Patriots.
Yeah, 100th win there.
Oh, yes, and we have to mention Rex Lindgren. This will be his 100th career victory.
What a good one to get.
Oh, yes, couldn't have picked a better foe. And I'm sure Rex, going into the game, really didn't care too much about it at this time. There's the clock running down. Big Board Friday, last play. Boy, and they're popped at the line of scrimmage. And here comes some Tiger fans. They're going to probably head out onto the field just as the Patriots filled the field at Liberty Center last year.
Rob Powers.
Hello, everybody. This is Football Friday, and on behalf of the entire Powers Pack, welcome. Welcome to the big show. We've got plenty of big games, but maybe none bigger than the game in Hamler between Patrick Henry and Liberty Center. In the latest State Division 5 rankings, Liberty Center is number 1. Patrick Henry, number 3. Both teams undefeated at 3-0, and on top of that, the schools are cross-county rivals. So to get us started, here's 13 Action Sports reporter Lynn Allen with the big game. Lynn.
Well, Rob, last year these two teams put up quite a display offensively, 46-44, with the Patriots winning it on the final play of the ball game. The only question going into tonight's contest, could these two teams have another offensive night like last year? And the answer for Liberty Center was an easy yes. Mike McClure would set the pace for the Tigers early in the second quarter. Here he races 25 yards, and just like that, Liberty Center's on top 6-0. Ryan Zeider, though, would be the man to stop for most of the night tonight, and the Patriots just couldn't do it. Seth Atkinson here, setting up a 1-yard run by Zeider, and it would be 12-0 Tigers on top at the half. But Patrick Henry would try to make a game of it. A 67-yard drive to open up the third quarter would end with this 20-yard run via the option play. Mitch Westhoven going over. It was 12-7 Liberty Center. And thoughts of last year's blown lead in the second half were suddenly coming to mind.
Sometimes, our main thing was to stay focused. We knew that they might score on us, and it was just a matter of eliminating our mistakes. And finally, we settled down in the back half of the third quarter and played great football.
But those thoughts didn't last long, thanks to Seth Atkinson, who found the end zone here from 30 yards out. Liberty Center on top 20-7. From there, it was all Tigers, as Liberty Center goes on to win big over Patrick Henry 33-7. So unlike last year's contest, this game would not be decided on the final play of the game. Instead, it was decided early in the third quarter. Liberty Center improves to 4-0. PH falls to 3-1. For Football Friday in Hamler, I'm Lynn Allen, 13 Action Sports.
Welcome to Big Board Friday. 4th week already and some great matchups tonight. None bigger than a battle in the NWOAL could mean the league title. Division 5, number 1 ranked Liberty Center at number 3 Patrick Henry. Now Patrick Henry has won the last 2 seasons in the regular season, each by 2 points. Chopper 11 shows standing room only for this showdown. Liberty Center up 12-0 in the half at PH on the opening drive, second half, 4th and 5 option on the far side to Mitch Westhoven. He's going to score. It's now 12-7. We've got a ball game. Liberty ladies backing their Tigers in Big Board Friday. Good choice. Seth Atkinson making him happy. A nice cutback. 30 yards, and the Tigers don't look back. After a Ryan Zeiter touchdown, Atkins again pounding the Patriots all the way to the goal line. Sets up another score. Liberty routs PH 33-7.
They're a great team. We got a lot of respect for them. I hope we meet them again.